As part of our preparation for hurricane season, Zephyr Insurance conducts an annual hurricane drill to help prepare our staff, agents, and policyholders in the event a hurricane hits the Hawaiian Islands. We do this by mobilizing a team of claims adjusters, construction and mitigation specialists, and a host of backroom personnel here in Hawaii and on the mainland. We also test the activation of our reinsurers' responses and activate our call center. We usually create likely scenarios, for example, severe damage to a roof caused by heavy winds, and have our team respond to such a situation. This year, we have extended our prep for hurricane season to include condominiums and apartments, and extend the possible scenarios to include not only hurricanes, but severe weather or fire as well. We'll focus on individual units, as the apartment or condominium's common area and the building itself is usually insured through the building's insurance policies. Sue Savio is one of the most knowledgeable and experienced insurance agents in Hawaii when it comes to property insurance and condominiums.
The business policy that the association buys is a policy that covers the building as originally built, inside and out. It doesn't cover improvements, it doesn't cover your contents, so the owner needs to buy an HO6. And whether you live in your unit or rent it out, an HO6 is a personal policy that protects the things that the master policy cannot. To individual unit owners, I would advise them to make sure they understand what the master policy covers and what the association's deductible is. They need to be able to talk to their agent, explain what improvements they or a prior owner have made, make sure they understand that your agent understands that it's a rental or you live in it, make sure that you understand what the deductible is, because that is what's going to determine your coverage. And if you don't have these answers before you order a policy, it's just going to be pie in the sky if you hit the dart right on what you need to get.
Property managers play a key role in protecting their buildings and residents.
Because it's very important that the owners in the building and all the residents are understanding that somebody is there to help. So don't panic. The event's going to happen. We try to give them preparation and understanding what in the building will be working and what will not be working. If the event happens and it hits really hard, then we have to address the next steps would be getting our emergency response team in, and that would be our go-to vendor. And then we go from there.
As Zephyr prepares for potential claims, we'll bring in teams of claims managers, adjusters, damage mitigation teams, agents, and staff. We'll test our internal procedures, test our systems, and revise our communication plans. We'll hold briefings and seminars for agents and the public, and we'll take steps to make sure we and our agents are prepared.
Zephyr will do its best to keep its agents informed. As the storm approaches our islands, we'll send out notice to our agents informing them of the situation, possible moratoriums on selling new policies, and what to expect and what steps to take. We often appear on the news, TV, as well as radio.
Before the possible arrival of a major storm, we'll be at work preparing our staff, mobilizing our claims team, and implementing our plans that we've refined in our drills. Our call center will be activated, and all of Zephyr's local staff will be prepared and ready to help agents and policyholders process their notices of loss.
Following the storm or other extreme event, we'll deploy our team of claims adjusters as quickly as possible to inspect the properties of our policyholders and determine the extent of damages, and on occasion, provide initial payments to our policyholders. We've been fortunate to have a team of local experienced claims adjusters who we've worked with on our claims on a daily basis and are prepared to help us in case a major storm hits us. We've been delighted to have the services of Crawford & Company, an international claims management company, for many years. Stephen DeVerger is an experienced Crawford claims adjuster.
When I walk into a condo, I typically see if there's any upgrades. If there's upgrades, then typically that falls underneath the HO6 policy. If there are no upgrades, you look into the master policy for the building. You always want to do your due diligence to make sure you differentiate the differences, because you don't want to overpay or underpay the homeowner.